Well, hello, and welcome back to Idle Kingdom Defense. So today, 24,030, and of course, don't forget to like, don't forget to comment, don't forget to subscribe, and you know it, I know it, make sure you ring that bell. So still, we had a 99 1%. This is the only reason I haven't dismantled Christian's artifacts. As soon as I do, Marion will always get her. Wow, okay, well, she's at plus 75% damage, so that's why. As soon as I do, Marion will always just win, and I haven't wanted to do that just yet. Once Marion is consistently getting 100%, we'll go ahead and trash Kristen's artifacts. That not only trashing his artifacts gives us a bunch of dismantle, which will be really good, but also trashing his artifacts will free up a slot, so we'll have one more slot available. He will be the absolute last slot, though, just because of how things are sorted. I don't know why he is in front of Sophia. I wonder if it's the ranking, but he is. So he's not really going to be super handy. I'd rather keep everybody after Sophia, because Sophia does have actual artifacts she's using. We will be eventually replacing Sophia's book. Alright, so that's Ruins 11. And let's 9, almost. But this is what I mean, you put everything in because, again, Marion, like, if you say Marion has 7 times as much artifact power as Christian, like, in terms of levels, again, it's 600, she's at 3,800, you round up to 7, she's doing way more than 7 times his damage. I mean, you could round it up to 10, because the 5, like, they're not 1-to-1. But again, even if it had factor 10, she's still doing way more than 10 times Christian's damage, and that's why you just focus on 1. This will be an easy one, it always is. You can actually see she's starting to do enough basic attack damage, mostly because of all that crit damage, because, you know, her attack goes up pretty slow. She's only at 167 million. But all that crit damage does add up, and that multiplies her attack. So you're starting to see her, like, mow stuff down, and eventually we'll start seeing her do it faster and faster. It's going to be really interesting when she starts doing enough damage to just kill things without her special. And obviously she can do it, but if it takes more than 10 seconds, she's going to hit it with her special will finish it. So it's going to be actually interesting when it's 100%. But it'll be actually interesting when she's doing it fast enough that it's between her specials, because then she'll actually bounce around more on the field. For better or for worse. You know, it could be better, it could be worse. I don't know. Okay, we're not one-shotting these guys. We're two-shotting at least. I think that's a pretty good improvement. 1, 2. I mean, we're going to start 3. Are we going to 4-shot the cannons? Oh, we killed one. So yeah, she did enough basic damage to finish off whichever cannon she was attacking. Yeah, so we're 4-shotting the cannons now, which is kind of crazy. We didn't used to do that. I mean, still, she can do better, right? But 4-shotting is pretty good. On the last 2. And there we go. And 99-1. And again, you can see that, like, Ellie is doing like 25 bill. At one point, when we get her artifacts higher, we will race her and Christian, but I'm like 99% sure that Christian, well, maybe we'll do it next week. We'll give Christian a whole nother week of artifacts, because we're actually going through this pretty quick now. And that if we start at this, it's going to be difficult, because we're going to have to discount the, I'm going to have to not use buffs and because that's the only way to make it fair, because obviously the buffs are different. And we can do both stages, because we have a good baseline for Marion. So next week, if I remember, we will just not use buffs. We'll do the same stages, and then we'll compare, and it won't be as good as doing the entire thing. But I do feel like the stages 10 through 15 represent enough of the different types that, yeah, it's not the whole thing, but it should give us enough of a picture. So we'll do Marion next week, and then we'll do Christian the week after. So Christian will have the benefit of a whole week's worth of artifact upgrades. All right, let's see what happened here. 99-1, Marion. Come on, you got to get it together. I mean, like, look at how quick we're breezing through this now. But again, we can't actually do too many more stages. With too many more stages, it does take kind of long. And I just forgot to stop it today. I remembered once we finished doing the 9 stages. I was like, oh, I should have left probably 2 or 3 more stages in. But that's just how it goes. Because basically, I get in the habit now of I start the map and I just go through the whole map. You know, because we don't have auto. If we had auto, I probably would just set this and just let it rip a Rooney and see how fast we got. That would be so nice. All right, we completed King's Ruin. We'll take a look at some of these here. Because I still want to see how we're doing on this one, because we can't do this one yet. She is doing about half damage with no Luke now, which is kind of crazy. You know, let's turn off auto. Let Luke's buff expire. Everything will line up around here. We'll see how many hits it takes. One. I have to hit Sophia. Okay, it's still without Luke. She needs 3 hits. All right, we can turn auto back on. But that's pretty good. 3 hits without Luke. That's pretty good. So that gives us, and it's really almost 2 hits, right? So that gives us kind of a benchmark because it's getting harder and harder to measure things with Luke. With Marion, because she's one-shotting so much stuff. But now we can just turn Luke off. Oh, this isn't a good one. And we now know that with Luke off, she's 3-shotting, probably 2-shotting by next week. And no, I won't take Luke out of the team. I'll just use Sophia. I thought this was going to be a different stage, but it's not. So, oh well. But that's going to be kind of interesting when she starts one-shotting without Luke. Because that means she's 4x'd her damage since we started this. So right now, she's doubled her damage since she started one-shotting almost. She's almost there. Probably will be there next week. Might be earlier too. It's really hard to say because we don't really get great numbers. And I forgot to look at the numbers here, but we'll look at the numbers for this one. There we go. And let's see. Yeah, still at the 99%, so Christian does have his purpose. But that said, once again, as always, thank you for watching. Please like and subscribe to support the channel. And if you have any questions, feel free to say something in the comments. I do always look forward to your questions. And as always, thank you again, and I hope you have a great day.